All right, welcome back, everybody. So, as the title says, this video is about the Clippers. But first, let's talk about the game I watched tonight, which was the Clippers versus Phoenix, and the Clippers won 112 to 107. So, this game got chippy between the two teams in the fourth quarter. So, the Clippers led by 20 at halftime. However, Phoenix fought back and made this a very interesting game down the stretch. But the Clippers closed out the game, mainly thanks to Paul George. Speaking of Paul George, he was the best player on the court tonight as he scored 39 points, including 7 threes. Now, my question with Paul George are the same as everybody else. I'm not questioning how good he is in the regular season. The big question is, can he step up in the playoff like he did when he was in Indiana? Now, for Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker was very efficient as he scored 25 points and he had 8 assists. Now, going back to the Clippers, I know everybody's making fun of the Clippers for losing 3-1 in the league. And they lost to 50, last week to Dallas, which I believe a lot of people was overreacting to the game. But it is deservingly so. However, I'm here to tell people that the Clippers are still a factor. They are still a team that I would be concerned about if I was, one of the contenders in the West. Like I said, and when I watch this team play, the amount of talent they have on this roster on both ends of the floor is still very intriguing. And when this team is clicking on all cylinders, in my opinion, they are still right there with the Lakers. I'm not saying they're better than the Lakers, but they neck and neck with the Lakers when they are clicking. Now, when we pull up, I got their schedule. Let's look at their schedule. Who the teams they played so far. They have wins over the Lakers, Denver's, and like I said, they have a big loss to Dallas, which everybody is highlighting. They also have wins over Minnesota, Portland, and Phoenix, and they have a close loss to Utah. So my thing is, a lot of people are underrating the Clippers. I would say a lot of people are, and there's an argument to be made there. One difference about this team is that they're more defined. They have more defined roles on this roster. As when Kawhi and Paul George are on the floor, everything is ran through them. There's some off-ball action, with Luke Kennard. Batum is there for ball movement and to make open shots. Pat Bev is there to defend and make open shots. Ibaka is there to stretch the floor and protect the rim. Zubac is there to come off the bench to paint protect and, score in the paint. Lou Williams isn't getting as many minutes as he did last year, which I think will benefit him, throughout the season. But he's there to provide scoring off the bench. And Marcus Morris, who's been out so far this season, is set to return pretty soon, and he's there to defend and make open shots. So I believe there's more of an identity to the team this year. I believe that the Clippers have found their closing lineups, which they had a lot of problems with last year. Too many mouths to feed, with Montrez, Pat Bear closed the game out, Marcus Moore. They had too many issues there with closing lineups. Of course, it's only the beginning of the season, and we have to see how this team responds in the playoff. That's everybody's main thing right now, and mine as well. But I will say, as long as this team is fully healthy throughout the season, I believe that this is a top 3 seed in the West. From a talent standpoint and the way this roster is constructed, I don't see how this team is in the top 3, seed in the West. Now, I'm not saying that the Clippers are winning the championship this year. All I'm saying is that the Clippers are a factor in the West, and they have the potential to win the championship. And based off what I've seen, I would say the answer is yes. It wouldn't surprise me if the Clippers, end up winning championship this year. But that's all I got to say. Let's see how this team, progresses throughout the season. And with that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next video.